What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Tron to BTC. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content. This way, you do not miss out on any important cryptocurrency news, related media, as well as the best times to buy into cryptocurrency. Otherwise, in today's episode, we do have a little bit of controversy in yesterday's video, and I do want to clarify a little bit on that. So we will be discussing that today. Yesterday's topic was about the New Moon browser extension, allowing users to shop and buy on Amazon with cryptocurrencies. We will also be discussing an article by News BTC called Analyst, Upcoming Litecoin Halving Could Ultimately Send Litecoin Surging. Those are the topics for this discussion, guys. If you are interested in viewing this, make sure to stay tuned to the end. And otherwise, let's get on with today's episode. So right now we're on the current coin market cap, and as you guys can see when I scroll up just a tiny bit, we have a market cap of 114.5 bill, a 24-hour volume of 14.9 bill, and a Bitcoin dominance of 53.4%. So Bitcoin dominance is staying fairly capped at where it was yesterday, which means altcoins are taking a slighter pump compared to yesterday. 24-hour volume has decreased ever so slightly, but the overall market cap has increased, which is obviously a good thing. That means money is moving into exchanges and not out. Now, as I scroll down, obviously you guys can see Bitcoin is down only 0.15%, but we do seem to see some altcoins actually doing a lot better than Bitcoin. You guys can see Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin and Ethereum are all seemingly doing a little bit better than the previous. Bitcoin's still holding that $2 billion market cap, which is awesome, up at $33.18, up 0.23%. Bitcoin Cash up 2.5%, and then Ethereum up 0.29%. So we are definitely seeing some of the market increase, but for the most part, we're having a stable, very stability within the market, and we're going to probably continue to see this in the next couple of days, as I'll explain later on in today's episode. Most of the market is scattered and dispersed with a lot of positive green and red markers. There are obviously some of these random altcoins that do seem to do quite well. Up 20% Nexo, never heard of it. If you guys have, let me know in the comments down below. But these can make bigger gains because they, their market cap is pretty capped. I mean, 37 million is quite a bit, but it's got a pretty big market cap, so it's definitely not a coin that nobody knows about, but for the most part, to see such a massive surge, there's definitely something happening within the company that's causing this to spike. Really quick, guys, if you're new to the channel or you haven't already subscribed, definitely make sure to check out the first link in the description. It is a link to the ABRA exchange. Basically, it's for Apple or Android. You download that, and they're doing this promotion where they will give you $25 of free Bitcoin if you deposit $5 worth of US dollars from a bank account. It is that simple, guys. No strings attached, nothing at all. I've had a bunch of you guys already sign up with the link. It's going away in the next week or two, so definitely take advantage of it while you can, and thank you guys for already using the link if you have already. Otherwise, definitely check it out. Who doesn't like free Bitcoin? And let's move on. But otherwise, what you guys wanted to get into, the juicy gossip that you guys were commenting on my video yesterday, there is definitely a lot of hype behind this Amazon promotion that I was talking about. A lot of you guys are calling it fake news, and honestly, I was getting those comments. The video is a 15-minute long video, and I was getting negative comments almost instantly after it was posted, which means to me that you guys really didn't watch the video, at least to the end, to really understand what was going on. Then I noticed that a lot of the comments were basically saying fake news, no article to prove it, there's no information anywhere. So I wanted to show you guys, I did a simple Google search, and I wanted to show you what I pulled up and why it is not fake news and why it is actually a legitimate thing happening. So obviously the first thing I want to start off with is by this article, bitcoinexchange.com, bitcoinexchangeguide.com. New Moon browser extension allows users to shop and buy on Amazon with cryptocurrencies. Here's your article, guys. Here's the proof. It's not fake. Basically, there's a web browser extension that is allowing customers to purchase products on Amazon and pay using cryptocurrencies. It's very positive in the crypto space for adoption, since one of the critics that Bitcoin received was that there was just a few places available for purchase of goods on virtual currencies. Now you can basically shop on Amazon, which, as we know, is the biggest, merchant in all of the world. The biggest one, Jeff Bezos. What a guy to create such a startup from nowhere in his basement to the biggest company in the entire world. Absolutely wild. Richest guy guy in the world. The information was released on Twitter by Bitcoin on January 23rd. Now it will be possible for users to pay using Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and will make purchases on Amazon.com. That's huge, guys. So I don't know why a lot of you guys are spreading FUD, but it is a legitimate thing that happens. You know, they said at the same time the e-commerce sites such as eBay and Walmart will be added to their extension. Obviously, they can't just do this. They have to ask Amazon. They have to ask eBay. They have to ask Walmart. So Walmart, you know, and Amazon and eBay, they certified it. You know, Amazon is the first one. They definitely certified it. They talked to them and they allowed them to do such an extension. Now they're going to have to do it with others. So it's definitely a realistic thing. I don't know why you guys were getting very fussy and hussy over it. You know, another thing to show you guys is, obviously you guys know who John Kim is. I've done an interview with him in the past, so he's an awesome guy. He made the tweet. That's how I know about this. So, you know, I don't know why a lot of you guys are very anti this, but, you know, here is another reason and proof showing you guys why it's a legitimate thing. John Kim Official says, great news. This is on his Twitter. Now you can use Pay with Moon to buy anything on Amazon with Litecoin. Wow, now you know where I got the title from. You connect with your Coinbase account and boom, you can now pay with Litecoin, ignite the fire, etc., etc. Then to stop the other FUD and fear that was going on is, oh, you don't connect, you know, your Coinbase account with any of that. Well, Shift, which is a debit card, also connects with your Coinbase account and allows you to pay virtually anything with that card, and then you can buy it straight through Coinbase. So there are other extensions to Coinbase. This is Coinbase reaching out. It is not a third-party thing that's not, you know, affiliated with Coinbase. They obviously had to get permission from them as well. And then clearly you can see in the video right here that I'm about to play that it is a legitimate thing. Over 20,000 views, guys, and let's let it load. Litecoin. And it's just that simple. Bam, there you go. He just ordered his products and it was sent right to him. So no FUD, no fear, nothing was spread, not fake news. There's your clarification, guys. Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below now that you actually have some, you know, description and some proof towards, and some articles towards what I made my claim in yesterday's video. Furthermore, diving into another segment, the upcoming Litecoin halving that we're, you know, gonna get in 2019. Could it ultimately send Litecoin to all-time highs? It's very possible. You know, as the cryptocurrency markets continue to be battered by frequent bouts of volatility and face growing downwards pressure from bears, investors are keen on finding events that could reverse their investment price descent. You know, Litecoin in one such cryptocurrency that has dropped significantly from its all-time high, but an upcoming event may be able to change its price trend. So at the time of the article that was put out, Litecoin is trading almost up 4%, and as its current price is 32.70, you know, it's a little bit higher now, 33 something, 33.20, and it's one of the few major cryptocurrencies that posted gains today, which is true that we saw. Although Litecoin is trading up slightly from its 2018 lows of $23, you know, it's now 32, so there's a pretty big jump. It is presently trading down over 90% from its all-time highs of approximately $375 that were set up at the top of the parabolic crypto markets that lasted into the first few weeks of 2018 before reversing and sending all cryptocurrencies spiraling downwards. So it wasn't just Litecoin. You can't just hate Litecoin. So Litecoin, like all cryptocurrencies, have been particularly affected by the recent state of the markets, and it's a long ways to go before it gets close to reclaiming and surpassing its previously established ATHs or all-time highs, but its upcoming halving event may be able to reverse its downwards trend and at least start us to go in an upwards movement. So we have seen these, you know, halvings quite a bit now. We saw it in Bitcoin, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know off the top of my head. Bitcoin Cash, and then I think Ethereum might have done one. But, you know, if history continues to repeat itself, as it has in the past, Litecoin may soon establish a long-term bottom that will be followed by a period of sideways trading before it, you know, begins to move, you know, back towards its all-time highs. It is important to note, however, that it's highly unlikely that Litecoin will make any major price move in the coming years, you know, if Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto markets fail to change their stability. So if nothing happens in all the other altcoins, I doubt Litecoin is going to do that too. But if we do see some movement within Bitcoin, Ethereum, it should trickle down over into Litecoin and the other alts. You know, furthermore, diving now into our technical analysis. Before I discuss this, guys, I did want to help talk about my Patreon. It's really quick, guys. I did make a Patreon. It's linked in the description down below. Shout out to you. You know who you are, who decided to join it now 2 days into promotion. Guys, this is basically a website that now allows me to, you know, get you guys access and availability to my personal trading view charts. If you guys did want access to that, my personal chartings for Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I do have you know, a way now to get you guys your hands on these exchanges and these trading view charts. So it's definitely something to check out. Also, I will also be giving away my phone number, as well as a way to contact me personally and discuss, you know, the best and worst times, you know, for me to get involved into cryptocurrency. So if any of that interests you, definitely recommend checking out the link in the description. Otherwise, checking out Litecoin on its daily, you know, very interesting charting, guys. Very interesting. So Litecoin is currently at around 54 on its relative strength indicator. And as you guys can see, we're at the top here, you know, at the top of the channel that we are pretty much tracking down in. It's been about, you know, yikes, over a month easily, you know. December 20th, we had all of January in there, almost, you know, almost a month and a half now that we're coming on, so that we've been, you know, stuck in this channel here. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, we held a major support at $30, and we're also finding a major resistance at 33. Now, if we get enough volume to break us through that $33 barrier, we will definitely shoot up in price at a very rapid rate. No resistance here. We'll probably hit $40 very quickly. Obviously, that will send us into overbought, but at least we'll be above $33, and at least you guys will make some money on it. Obviously, I'm personally going to be investing right if we do break 33, and I'll ride that wave up. But otherwise, moving, that's pretty much, you know, summarizing Litecoin. I did it in yesterday's video, but moving on to Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin is definitely the major gainer. You know, this is what we're going to have to pay attention to. When Bitcoin moves, that's when the alts move. Obviously, you guys can see we're still stuck in the channel, but we are trading sideways. I do think this will come to an end of this accumulation phase. We did, I think, found the rock bottom for the altcoins and the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. You know, I do think this is the bottom. I think we're going to trade out sideways here, you know, come to the end of this downtrend, retest the downtrend, and then we'll most likely see a pop. You know, I'm still deciding when I want to swing trade Litecoin and all the other alts, so I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that when I do. Furthermore, moving on to Ethereum. Quickly to summarize Ethereum, Ethereum is having a very interesting market too. We definitely found a downtrend at $100 that we were discussing. We did break bearish from our previous low right here. We did have this downtrend. We had our support. We broke bearish, fell to a previous low. And now we're doing the same exact thing. Sideways momentum trading. We're going to face some resistance of the downtrend right now, right up here. And then we're obviously going to test this, consolidate down into here. You know, that probably be in the next like 3 or 4 days. Test right here, and we're either going to see a pop, bringing us back up to 115, or we're going to see a bearish break that could send us all the way down to $90. So we're definitely going to have to pay a little close attention. And when we do start to see a move in either direction, I'll fill you guys in on whether or not I will buy into it. Lastly, checking out a Tron. You know, Tron's definitely having a very similar, you know, means of movement. Now, it's a little bit different than the other altcoins we discussed. This is an ascending triangle, not a descending triangle. So this is a movement that's charting up. We have an uptrend with a resistance at the top instead of a downtrend with a support at the bottom. So it's a reversal. So obviously, you guys can see we're uptrending on here, a beautiful pattern. Obviously, you guys are able to kind of capture that and see that. We'd also found a resistance right here, which we drew in, and you can see we did test that yesterday. And we did, you know, hold that fairly well. We shot right back up using its wick, and we formed a candle up here, and we did not close below it, which was a very good thing. Now, I do think we're going to consolidate out further. I think at least a week. That's kind of what the charting is showing, February 10th, at least a week before we test this uptrend again. And then I think I'll probably buy into Tron and ride that wave up all the way to testing its resistance up at the top here. Then I'll probably sell out because it's pretty much a crapshoot at that point, whether it's going to go up or down. And then if we decide to break through here, if we look good on the RSI, I'll probably buy in and ride that wave up. If we break bearish, I will buy in when it retests its high-low MMA. Otherwise, that's going to sum up today's video, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.